Good morning, world.
Good morning.
You spoke, we listened. You said, you guys need to go down the rabbit hole of NF. Nate Feuerstein.
That was a nice way of saying it. A lot of people said it a little bit harsher than that.
Yep.
But we're going to do it. Stay tuned. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. Before we get to it, guys, we appreciate all of you who have joined Cedric and Brian on our channel. We would appreciate it if you could support us by getting a hat. Mm-hmm. Go to cedricandbrian.com. We have links to our hats, our shirts, all kinds of merchandise you can get from us, and we'd love to see you send us a picture with the hat on.
That'll be awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Well, like Brian said before we started here, we're going to go down the rabbit hole of NF. Thanks to all of you. Now, I'm going to read one comment here from a viewer by the name of Saber Nation 1. Not to discredit the other 10 to 20 of you that suggested this as well.
100.
But you guys left an incredible roadmap for us to follow. I'm not going to read his entire comment because it's very lengthy, but it says, glad to see you guys reaching the NF. Reacting to NF, but just so you know, you just walked into a movie halfway through the third act, which is why some things may seem a little confusing. I'll scroll down here a little bit, and I love this part. He says, I would recommend taking the NF journey. I lost track of how many times I saw the journey in the comment section. It's like, there's this guy's own journey. The journey puts those puzzle pieces together. He said, I am posting the full official journey here, and what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to pin this comment in our last video that we did, Hope, which was the first video that we did, but it was on this comment. So if you guys want to take a look at that by Saber Nation and say, okay, be nice about it. He was kind enough to lay this out for us, but take a look at it and say, that sounds right.
What Cedric's saying is he gave all of his songs, but he put asterisks by the ones he thought that we should do. Because if we did every one of them, we'd be doing NF reactions now late, 7 years later, obviously, because this song we're going to do today was 7 years ago. We'd never catch up.
Right.
So this is the list we're going off of. If you think there's a better list after you watch this one, let us know. We can compile them. But we're going to hit the first one he put on here, which I think is the very first one anyways, just simply called Intro.
Intro.
All right, you
Let's
ready?
do it. Yep.
All right, we're ready for this journey. You guys said we should do it.
7 years late.
Okay, I'm turning on the closed caption because, unlike Cedric, I don't have good rap ears. Oh, subtitles, closed captions, unavailable. Okay.
Okay, we're going to have to...
Ooh, okay. We stop. Most of you said it's good that we stop. That's why you tune in here. But some of you get mad at where we stop. You know what? We're trying. We're trying. All right, you ready? Let's give this a shot.
Here we go. That was me. That wasn't Brian. The caution tape. Like when you was like a scene that the police are closing off. It's like there's danger coming. So that's like a prelude. Like,
but it's all around him.
It's all around him. Like
he's around his eyes.
He's the dangerous one. I shouldn't have stopped. Okay, we don't have to rewind it because you guys know where it is.
I'm looking like I'm gonna get it, you probably don't get it. I come in your house with a microphone looking like I'm about to set up a show in your kitchen. I'm out of my mind, but I feel like I'm in it. If I never make it, don't make any difference. I'm still gonna kill it. You know what the deal is, and there ain't no chillin' when I'm in the building. And F is a monster, I am a villain. My music is sick and you don't know what ill is. You better get back, I don't write any filler. I write what I feel and I'm feeling a million, so you better be quiet, you hear it? I'm about to lose it. I'm on a whole different level of music. Don't treat me like I have no clue how to do this. You better rethink what you're thinking and move. Now picture me writing when I was a kid trying to make it in music. I thinking it's crazy. I spend all my money on studio time trying to get on my music so people could play it. Keep it 100, my music was terrible. Learn to get better than one that I made. Go back to my Moments album. Most of you people, you probably don't know what I'm saying. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, woo.
Okay, I caught a little bit of that. Okay. All right. Remember, I'm old. I got old personality. And I was in bands my whole life. I got a lot of tinnitus. I can't hear very well. I understood a lot of the stuff. He would go to studios, and you got to spend a lot of money when you go in studios. So
yes, I heard
when
that.
he first started, Now, obviously, it's much easier. I mean, I create music in this room.
Yes.
You spend some money on some software. But back in the day, my very first single that I put out when I was in college, I can't remember how many hundreds of dollars I had to spend just to put one song out.
Wow.
And then it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So it sits on me. It sits on this 1/4-inch reel tape somewhere.
Right.
But that's what I got out of that so far.
Okay.
Right? It's trying to break into the music business.
Yeah.
That's what I got. If
Okay.
I'm wrong, I'm sorry. You know, some people criticize us. They said, you guys missed that. I guarantee a lot of those people have gone back, listened to it a few times, or looked at the lyrics, and so they know. We are listening to this for the first time on a freaking laptop with a tiny speaker, so we're doing our best.
See, you guys got him upset. Now I got to deal with that. I love the setting. First of all, we always talk about that. The setting it's like a very dilapidated neighborhood. I don't know if this is where he grew up. You guys probably know. You can let us know. He said something earlier on.
Doesn't look like he has white privilege.
No, whatever that is. He said something about there's a villain out there, and maybe he's talking about the music industry, but he's the monster. He's like, you haven't seen anything yet. And again, I missed that he was going so fast. His flow was so fast, I didn't catch that. But something about the villain out there, but I'm the monster. Okay. So we have to back it up a little bit.
Cedric's catching more than me.
I should, you know what? We have hold your pen up so they can see your pen. Sometimes we write things down. So if we hear things, we'll write it down.
On studio time so they get on my music so people can play it. Keep it 100, my music was terrible. Learn to get better the more that I made. Go back to my moments album. Most of you people, you probably don't know what I'm saying. Hold on, what you witnessing now? Don't try to figure me out. I grab on that microphone, jump in the crowd, they was laughing at me. Who they laughing at now? Huh? I laugh at myself. Some people they looking like wow. The moment you told me that you was a rapper, I couldn't believe it. You believe it now? Step in the booth and a murderer. You never heard of a rapper that killer like I do. I sleep on the couch in the studio, stay up till 3 in the morning and write till I get the moment I wake up. I feel like I don't even sleep and I'm ready to put on my record. Well, thank you for buying. Maybe you burned it, but either way, I'm gonna wreck it. I look at the industry, look what it did to me. You'll never make it if you never grind. You put a whole lot of money into it. You better be ready to give it your time. I look at the past several years of my life and I promise you I've been giving it mine. Try to keep up with this. I'm not a puppet, no string on my back. I'm one of a kind. Music is changing.
Okay, so this is about the music industry.
Right.
I wasn't sure where we were going to go because we saw that we listened to that one, we reacted to that one, Hope, last week. I think it was last week. Last time I was in Tennessee.
Yes.
So for one, that started off much slower.
Yes.
This is, again, he is just going. So I'm catching just bits and pieces, but he keeps going back to talking about he's grinding. He stay up until 3 in the morning trying to get his stuff. And people said, you're crazy. You're not a rapper. And probably they look at him.
Yes.
You know, even with Eminem being successful for the last, 20 years, people still look at white guys that want to rap and say, it's not your game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's things I wrote down. He said people were laughing at me. And I just take that not only just being a white rapper, but just telling people your goals. Yeah. Sometimes you tell your goals and your dreams, and they're like, really? You're going to do that? Brian put that down, staying up till 3 in the morning. But it was, I don't know if he ever thought he was going to make $1 from this, but it was a passion. Yeah. And he wanted to stay in the grind. He wanted to do whatever it takes. And he said he's going to be one of a kind. He's going to break the mode. Not Eminem, not Tom McDonald, but he's going to be NF. But I like his flow. I mean, what's the term that Tom taught us? He's not a mumble rapper.
Right.
He's going really fast, but
it is fast though.
But I can hear the words. I can hear the enunciation. It's just going so fast that I can't clear it. I can't make it out.
Yeah, it's and Cedric's son kind of laughed at him. So this is 7 years ago, right? So
like, Dad, where you been?
He put the time into it back then. He didn't know if he was going to make it. Now 7 years later, Cedric's son's like, have you not heard of this guy?
Yeah. And he was giving me a little feedback on, where he's coming from and his stuff like that. And like a lot of people in the comments, you guys were talking to us like, what do you mean you've never heard of the sun or the moon? It's like I felt that way, like, where have you guys been? I'm like, sorry, just wasn't in our wheelhouse.
Those of you who have been following us for the past year or so, we were late to Tom. We've been late to a lot of these guys. But hey, you know what? You live and learn.
All right.
Here we go.
A lot of money into it, you better be ready to give it your time. I look at the past several years of my life and I promise you I've been giving it mine. Try to keep up with this, I'm not a puppet, no string on my back, I'm one of a kind. Music is changing, no way to tame this. I am an artist, look what I painted. Hang up the caution tape, I'm dangerous. Does anyone know where my brain is? Rappers are comfortable knowing they're famous, but I really don't care what your name is, and I really don't care if I'm nameless. Y'all just driving around, I know what my lane is. I keep not competitive, this is a job for me, it's adrenaline. Don't try to box me and I am able to come in the ring, my punches are way better. I never drink, but I live in these bars. The moment you blink is the moment you lost. Say you a king, who put you in charge? Care what you think, I'm breaking your car. Climbing on top of it, sounding your alarm, and wake up the neighborhood, rap in your yard. And carry the speakers up under my arm, so you can sleep in on me, I'm at large. No, but the jokes, I ain't joking, you come in a session with me, I'ma show you what dope is. And when I say dope, I ain't talking about smoking, I'm talking about music that has an emotion. Look at this mic,
I like that. I don't know if you caught that or not. He's talking about dope.
Yeah.
But he's saying the dope. I'm not talking about the stuff on the street. I'm not going to talk about the fentanyl and the borders being closed. That's a totally different topic. We can talk about that later.
Talking about how he's dope.
He's the dope. He's the drug. He answered the caution tape thing. He said, I'm dangerous.
Yeah.
That's why there's caution tape around me. I'm dangerous. And he said a lot of these other artists, they're just driving around aimlessly. He said, I know where my lane is.
Right, yeah.
I'm in my lane.
Dude, you caught it all.
No, I'm writing it down. I'm
impressed.
not. Don't give me that much credit.
All right.
speakers up under my heart, so you can sleep in on me, I'm at large.
Right, I like how he's carrying his own monitors. So this is what happened at the beginning.
He's carrying the weight.
You're carrying his weight. Also, you are your roadie. I mean, you don't
Right.
you don't have the money to hire people.
Right.
You have to grind.
And this is his workout. I think that's
Wake up
similar.
the neighborhood, rap in your yard, and carry the speakers up under my heart, so you can sleep in on me, I'm at large. No, but the jokes, I ain't joking, you come in a session with me, I'ma show you what dope is. And when I say dope, I ain't talking about smoking, I'm talking about music that has an emotion. I look at this mic, it's part of my family. Take it away, I'm coming to find you. I've been through a lot of my life, and it's hard to get people to listen when no one's behind you. And then Capital came in the picture and gave me a shot, and look at it now. I look at the team I'm dealing with. These people ain't playing around. Looking back, I got a lap. I was in a whole different place a year ago. I look at the math, I look at the map, and thank you God, I swear it's a miracle. And I'm sorry, but I gotta leave. But man, this track was beautiful. The least I can do if I murder a beat is take the time to go to his funeral.
Oh my God! Do you want to run with that or what?
No, you got it. It's all you.
Well, it's not like he said he was with Capitol Records.
Yeah, things
didn't work out.
He's not still with Capitol. I mean, this was 7 years ago, so I don't know. You guys, let us know. I know you will. How long was he with Capitol? Was he with Capitol when this intro came out, or is this post Capitol?
Right. And I'm cheating on this next comment because I heard it in the comment section of our Hope video that NF is a Christian, and
but so this is what they said. He's Christian and a rapper, but he doesn't consider himself a Christian rapper.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at first when you said that, because his beat is so hard and like you could see the passion in his face and everything like this, and I'm thinking no one can go that hard and not curse. I said someone must have missed something, so I had to listen to Hope again, and I said I'd be doggone, he didn't curse. So I like at the end where he says thank you God. He said at the end of the day, I know who made this possible for me, and I'm going to give praise to the one that made this all possible. And then at the end though, he said if I'm going to murder the beat, the least I can do is go to its funeral. I like that.
See, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I write down.
I was wondering why he was hooting and hollering over here. I missed it again.
But here's what I'm going to say here. This is not offensive. This is respect for this man, his flow. From now on, when I get impressed by something he does, I'm simply going to say, this NF here. This NF is something different. Oh, easy. It's good stuff. We're going to take the journey, like Brian said earlier.
And what did somebody say? The next one that we should do, I think, is Mansion.
Mansion.
So I think it's the second one anyway, so we're not skipping anything. So, again, go back, look at the list that, what was his name? Saber Nation?
Saber Nation 1.
Just type in and search Saber Nation 1.
On the Hope video.
And if you think that on our Hope video. If you think that there's some he missed or some are redundant and we don't need to do it, hey, help us out. We'd appreciate it, and we will take this journey with you. Obviously, you guys have been there before. You get to watch a couple of NF virgins.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're NF virgins. Ooh, this is a bad NF right here, boy. This NF is bad. All right. Is that it? Should we wrap it up?
Wrap it up, because we're gonna have to. Again, we're not gonna do this every time. We will sneak in some other artists because we found some great artists for you guys. We've Ren, yes. Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, a lot of guys out there. So we want to keep learning. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Saber Nation 1. And again, like I said in the opening, there are so many of you that
also gave us a roadmap. We just picked that one because, like Brian said, they had asterisk marks next to them, so we just picked that one.
And we're going to try to go in order for you.
Yes. All right, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and continue sharing our channel with everyone you know, and keep promoting NF. This guy is on fire. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. See you later.
Bad NF. Yes.
Some of that was just going. So I catch it, but as I'm processing it,